know you're somewhere.
Hi Scorpio, welcome to my channel. My name is Kem. Today's Scorpio, you guys got cat spirit in reverse. Claim your independence. When this card comes up in reverse, it talks about you guys being afraid to take a risk. Afraid to start something new. Afraid. You're afraid, basically. You're afraid. And this could have to do with this woman here, or this could be you. But there's a new beginning here with the Ace of... This is the Ace of Cups. No, this is the Ace of Pentacles. I'm sorry. Ace of Pentacles is a brand new opportunity. And it's here for you. 11, soulmate. This could be a soulmate. Yeah. So you have probably a new beginning here with somebody. Yeah, and the tree talks about health, but the tree can also talk about family. And like, I think of a family tree, like somebody who could be a part of your life in a really big way. And I think there's this fear of taking this risk right now, Scorpio. That's what I'm getting. But with cat spirit, they're letting you know that this doesn't mean that, how do I explain it? You shouldn't be afraid of taking a risk because it's not a part of a plan. The whole point of cat spirit coming up is like how we love to plan shit, and then cat spirit comes in and loves to mess it up. You know what I mean? And loves to like distract us and put new things in the road. And that's a good thing because that's just life. You know, you never know when something's going to come in the middle of the road. And, you know, it's reminding me of like, it's reminding me of like, you know, when there's like sheep crossing a road or something, like you can't plan for it. You have no idea that it's going to happen. And what do? You don't like run the sheep over. You have to wait for them to cross the street. And that could take however long it takes. It's like a train coming through, right? Like you have to stop. You can't just keep going. It's like if you have a deadline or something to get to in a time, and you know, you can't plan for this train coming. You can't plan for these sheep in the road, but you have to. What are you going to do? You're going to stop the car and you're going to wait for them to pass by. So I'm kind of getting like there's something here that like just came up in your life. It might seem not really risky and something that's like really weird and unexpected, but at the same time, like cat spirit loves to do that shit. Cat spirit loves to just put shit in the way for a reason. Like it's actually for you. And it might not seem like it's for you because it might be difficult for you to take this risk, but cat spirit is trying to say like, I'm doing this for you. So let's pull more on this, Libra. Scorpio, sorry. So Scorpio, I feel like right now they're trying to tell you that when it comes to the journey, when it comes to life, we can't plan for shit. And we can't also plan for when things go a way that's like not according to your plan. You know what I'm saying? Like I just keep picturing somebody trying to get somewhere on time and you're getting kind of pulled off that road. Or somebody's making this plan like, oh, I'm gonna, like a 5-year plan, you know, and then like the whole plan goes to shit. I feel like you had this plan, you had this like timeline in your mind about something happening and taking place, and now all of that's gone to shit. And they're telling you, if you're smart, you will drop the ego, which is your plan, and you need to execute the plan exactly the way you thought it was supposed to be executed. And, you know, your timeline and whatever the fuck you did here, that was like, I feel like micromanaging, you know, time. And you'll see that there's a door opening up for you here. And this door is where you should be going through. This is the door that you're meant to take. And it's basically that. It's as simple as that. This read is just as simple as that. It has nothing to do, like, again, you might say like, oh, well, my plan's important. I have this plan. And you know what? Everybody's plan seems important. And everybody wants to have things go the way that they want it to go. That's the human nature. But the reality here is like, the divine is presenting you with a different path. And now it's up to you to take this path or not. And a lot of you guys don't like the feeling of being unstable. A lot of you guys don't like the idea of not knowing the future. A lot of you guys don't like the idea of not necessarily, first of all, you don't like the fact that this just kind of fell into your lap. And then I feel like you just also don't like the fact that it's going to ruin your plans in some sort of way. And I feel like the divine's like, that's what we do. Like, that's literally our purpose here. We're presenting you with a different door. And, you know, it's up to you if you want to take the door or not. But I would take this door. Why would I take the door? Because it's an ace. And why is an ace important? Because it's divine. That's the thing. It's divine. If it was the door of like the devil or something, you know what I mean? If it was the door of shit, I wouldn't take it. But like the divine's literally saying, no, we're presenting you with the door. If the divine's handing you a lifeline, like you take the lifeline, you know what I mean? You don't, and it's like, it's funny because the lifeline might seem, I just picture you guys having like this very beautiful path in front of you, and then the lifeline that the divine's throwing you seems like crazy. It's like, oh, climb up this ladder and like get onto this helicopter, you know what I mean? And it's like this crazy ass path that the divine is presenting to you. But that's the right path. That's what I'm getting. Even though it might not be such a beautiful doorway, and even though it might look a little like sketchy, that's the right way, the one that the divine is presenting to you at this time. And if you look into your emotions, you would understand that, you would feel that. But I think a lot of you guys, you're still stuck in ego, where it's like, oh my god, this is not how I planned this to happen, this is not like the steps that I thought I was going to take. Like, you're just kind of upset that you're getting off your path. But I feel like you need to let that go. Scorpio, you need to let that go. Like, that's like the least of your problems right now. And I'm getting here, like, this person's not a temptation. Like, this person's not trying to trick you. This person or this pathway or this doorway, whatever, it's not meant to be anything but what it truly is, which is like a divine, I don't know what you would call it, like divine intervention. So yeah, Scorpio, I feel like this is not the time to step into ego and think, oh my god, like, I think it's a very hard decision, honestly. I do. I'm not gonna like sugarcoat it. I think it's very difficult because like you have two pathways laid out in front of you, and I feel like one pathway goes to your plan and to your, like, let's just say you had a destination already. It's kind of like you planned a trip and that's your destination, and then like the divine's like, no, we want you to go this way. You know what I mean? But your destination's over there. And the divine's like, no, it's not. I feel like it's very hard to get off the path right now, because that path that you are going on is what was planned. So this weird pathway that the divine's taking you down, it kind of seems like scary. And that's why your ego is kind of freaking out. But they're telling you, don't freak out right now, Scorpio. It's not a time to freak out. It's actually, you could see here the Three of Pentacles. The divine's trying to guide you towards their path. They really are. They want you to know that you're not going to feel stable, because it's what's human nature is like, we want to go down the most stable path. We want to go down the safest looking route, right? We want to go down, the one that looks the best. And they're saying like, you're going to feel unstable. You're gonna not necessarily be clear with perception in reverse. It's like you can't really see the way forward. You can't really see the future. And that's okay. Like with your plan, it's an illusion in a sense, a plan, right? Because it's like, oh, well, my plan, if I follow my plan exactly according to plan, like I should be here in 5, it's like when you map quest some shit, right? It's like, well, if I follow the route and I follow the safest course, it's going to lead me to exactly, I'll be there at like 10:05. That's my estimated time of arrival. And the divine's like, you don't have an estimated time of arrival now. You're not going to feel stable because you don't know what's ahead of you. And I think it's going to make you feel all types of like your emotions are going to be up in the air a little bit because you're a little bit afraid. But we're trying to guide you. It's reminding me of Pocahontas. I don't know if you guys have seen the Disney Pocahontas, but she chooses, there's like she sings a song, and then like at the end of the song there's like two paths. And one is like this crazy river that zigzags and does all this shit. And the other one's this very smooth course. And she chooses the other path. She chooses the crazier path. She chooses the path that's like zigzagged and shit. And that's kind of how I feel you guys are. Like, that's the problem here. Not the problem. Oh my God, I don't think it's a problem. I think it's a blessing. But it's going to make you feel like there's a problem because you're not going to feel secure. You could also be dealing with an earth sign. We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here. Let's pull more though. Yeah, I'm thinking a lot of that song that she sings in that movie. I'm sorry, but it's like the smoothest course, right? Like, if she does what's planned for her, she's supposed to marry this person and she knows she's going to have these kids, and she doesn't want to live her life according to anybody's plan, so she goes the other way. And I kind of feel like that's being presented to you now, this path or this course that's like very different than the one you had planned for yourself. And I think it's scary as shit, and I agree with you, it is really scary. But they're saying like that path is the divine's path, that the divine's presenting you that path. So to like be at ease. I want to see, I don't know if you're dealing with an earth sign or this is just how it's going to feel, because I just feel like it's going to feel very unstable, and that's just like words of advice. Like, it's not going to feel great to go into the unknown. But I also feel at the same time that this could be the person you're dealing with, an earth sign, because again, we have two feminine energies here. Again, that could just be you, or this could be the person you're dealing with. Let's pull a little more. Okay, so we have a true pair, King of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles, with the Hermit. A lot of earth energy. Hermit is Virgo energy. You're not getting a chance to like take a breath. That's what I'm getting. You're not getting a chance to like breathe here. You're not getting a chance to like, ideally you would love to have more time to like make a decision here. And ideally you would love, like, it's being presented to you right now. That's what I'm getting. It's like not something that you can, Hermit in reverse is like, you're not going to have time to go and reflect and go and analyze the yeses and the nos and the negatives and the positives. You're not getting the chance to do that. And you have to kind of make that decision soon. So that's why I feel like you're kind of a mess here. But you are coming up as a true pair to this person, King and Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, I just see like if you do not put work into this, if you don't go down this path, the wheel does not turn. So it's kind of like a trick here, because if you do go down your path and you do go down the way that you think you're supposed to go down, the wheel does not turn. But if you go down the course that the divine set for you and the door that they're presenting to you out of thin air that's like kind of freaking you out, and you put strength in that direction, then you do go down, then you do go towards the wheel and you do turn the wheel in your life. This is a very tough lesson, Scorpio. I really hope you guys like pass it. But I am getting that it's a hard one. It's a hard one. It's not going to feel comfortable. You're not going to feel comfortable. Like, you're not going to feel, you're going to feel like a disease. It's not disease, but like you're not going to feel at ease. You know what I mean? It's going to make you feel a little like anxious maybe. That's what I'm getting. And that's the feeling you don't like to have. So you'd rather just do your plan, but they're saying, no, don't do that. Oh man. Yeah, exactly. They're like, we're literally, this is exactly how I see the door being presented to you. Like, you see how the sun is shining here and there's someone like seeing? They're like, we're showing you exactly where you're supposed to go. We're literally illuminating the way. It's just funny here at this point. Like, they're showing you the way. And it's like, and I think you know it, you feel it, but you don't want to believe it. That's the thing. You feel it within. You can feel it in your bones, in your cells, but you don't want that to be the right, you don't want it to be true. You don't want it to be true because it's harder for you. Yeah. Oh, Scorpio. Anything else that you guys need to know? I mean, I feel like it's pretty straight. It's straightforward in the sense that, like, you know what you have to do here. It's just like, will you do it? Yeah. Nine of Swords. Don't stress this out. Don't get into the mental energy right now. Like, don't start to get like freaking out, and don't start to like, if you feel like you can't sleep at night, like that's gonna be the end of this whole thing. Make sure you get your rest. Make sure you sleep well, you eat well, you take care of yourself. Because again, there's a lot about health here with this tree. If you don't take care of yourself and you start to get anxious and shit, then this becomes a lot harder. So just make sure you're taking care of yourself, make sure you're resting, make sure you're like doing everything you need to do for your own health, and this will be a lot easier, okay? So let's put you guys some advice. It's basically like, are you gonna choose the smoothest course, or are you gonna, like that song, are you gonna choose the smoothest course, or are you going to choose the other course that's being presented to you? All right, guys. So I love what you got, because it talks about this other side to you that I don't know if you guys have explored necessarily, Scorpio. We have a lot of this like theme with Pocahontas, I feel like that was like the beginning of the theme where it's like, no, let's not choose the smoothest course. Let's go on like that adventure, right? And then you have Diana, the queen of the wilderness. That's like that second theme here, of the wilderness, of the wild, right? Like the untamed side, the path that the that's not according to plan, that the divine presents to you. The language of the natural world is a frequency of love. This is my mother tongue. And then you have the hunter, number 9. Again, the stallion is in the picture. And what does that represent? I feel like that represents, they're saying it represents the seeker, the predator, the pursuer. So I feel like there's this whole other side of you that you need to kind of unleash at this time. And it's the energy of the hunter, of Diana, the queen of the wilderness. Again, like that Pocahontas vibe of like maybe not choosing the path that is like being, that you have always planned to go down, but to choose the other path that is presenting itself to you right now. I want to read to you the hunter. The hunter hunts. They are on a precise mission with an aim. To return home empty-handed would be to fail, which is not an option. This archetype will journey far and wide seeking the prize that calls to its heart. Tales of bravery and feats of strength are often result, creating a life full of adventure. The hunter is skillful, quick, and decisive, and results oriented. Like the great hunting goddess Artemis, who carries her quiver upon her back, the hunter typically has a weapon of choice. When this card appears, it's critical that you ask these 3 questions. What am I hunting? Why am I hunting it? And is the weapon I hold so tightly in my grip truly needed for the task at hand? Yeah, I feel like it's the time to be like wild. It's the time to be free. It's the time to just let shit kind of go. And when it came to that plan that you had, and go towards whatever is presenting itself. And I think whatever this other path is presenting, and I think it's being illuminated. I keep getting this illumination. Like, you see how there's a light here that the horse is going towards? There's a very clear illumination of where to go. So again, I say rest, make sure you're healthy, make sure like you're sleeping well and you're eating well, because that's the only way that this gets clearer, and it becomes much easier. Okay, Scorpio? So yeah, I love you guys. I hope this helps, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.